Hey guys, welcome to the Digest This podcast. I'm your host, Bethany Cameron, and today we are talking all things castor oil. I know it's a hot topic. It's been a hot topic for a long time. And beyond the typical uses that you commonly hear, I'm going to go over some of the benefits you may not know from castor oil. So I'm also going to talk about the precautions, the possible side effects, because yes, it is actually a toxic plant. The oil is a vegetable oil. So should we be consuming it? Because you technically can consume it, and there are benefits to consuming it. You can put it on your skin. It has tons of benefits ranging from constipation relief to acne and even stretch marks and fine lines and wrinkles. But is it worth it? So I'm going to just go over that and also just say, hey, and thanks for listening. I appreciate you, appreciate your time. I know your time is valuable. So let's get right into the episode. It's 2025, and by now, I'm sure you've heard of Colostrum. It's a huge hype. Everyone's doing it, but there's different brands out there. There's different research out there. Every brand claims to be the best. I have not tried every single brand on the market, but I can tell you, I started taking Armra back in March 2023. So basically like 2 years ago now. And it was like long before the hype and all of that. I think this was like maybe the peak. And long story short, obviously now we're in 2025 and I'm still recommending it because it's not just what they offer, it's the way that they source it, it's the way that they produce it, because there are over 200 functional nutrients in colostrum that your body just loves. But it doesn't mean that all those 200 plus nutrients are going to be in the colostrum that you buy at the store. But Armra Colostrum uses a cold chain biopotent technology that distills the over 200 functional nutrients, guaranteeing the highest bioactive integrity and bioavailability. Another thing I personally love about this company is that they only extract and use the surplus colostrum from grass-fed, pasture-raised, happy cows that are no longer needing it to supply their young. So you know you're not taking away from animals that need it. Only the surplus colostrum is used, and Armra makes sure they are getting only the best from healthy USA cows from family farms. And because Armra uses a cold chain biopotent technology to distill colostrum's functional nutrients without any high temperatures, it can actually be anti-inflammatory and often well tolerated by customers who typically would have dairy intolerance otherwise. The cool thing is that if you purchase the stick packs specifically and are not 100% satisfied, you can return the product within 30 days of purchase and receive a refund. So if you haven't tried Armra Colostrum but have always wondered, now's your chance without any risk if you get the stick packs. Or perhaps you're already a user and a lover like myself and prefer their canisters. You can still get a discount when using my code. Just go to tryarmra.com and use code DIGEST to receive a special discount for my podcast listeners. That's tryarmra.com and use code DIGEST. All right, you guys, let's talk castor oil. Now, it is considered a vegetable oil. It's pale in color and it's produced by crushing the seeds of the castor oil plant. Many of the benefits gained by using castor oil are a result of its chemical composition. Now, this is obviously a vegetable oil, and many of us know the negative effects vegetable oils have on our body when we ingest it and use it for cooking in our food. But there are still some amazing benefits when you use castor oil topically and some even internally. So let's go over them. So this oil has traditionally been used as a remedy for treating various skin conditions and infections, relieving constipation, and increasing the health of your hair. However, recent studies have shown that castor oil can be used to support the immune system and an anti-inflammatory agent, antimicrobial agent, and lymphatic stimulant. You can use castor oil in a couple different ways. You can apply it directly to the skin, use it through a castor oil pack, or mix it with other oils to use like as a topical remedy, as a natural lubricant. And yes, you can even take it internally, specifically food grade castor oil, orally if you wish to for certain critical cases. They even offer it in a liquid pill form in the supplement section. Topical uses for castor oil include, but not limited to, arthritis treatment, hair health, acne remedies. You can use it as a skin moisturizer. It's even been used to help eliminate fine lines and wrinkles on your face. It can help reduce swelling and inflammation, particularly arthritis issues. It can support the lymphatic system, increase circulation, heal wounds and abrasions, and help relieve menstrual cramps and even IBS cramps. Do I hear an amen here? Okay. So I personally have used a castor oil pack on my lower abdomen when I had some severe cramping, and it really did help and improve the symptoms. And it even helped me go to the bathroom just by being absorbed into my skin through my abdomen, which is super cool. Now, the oral uses for castor oil include constipation relief if you take the supplement form. But as mentioned, you may want to perhaps try some other message before trying the castor oil pill. I'll get into that later. It's also been used as a way to clean out the intestines before a surgery. And it's even been used to help induce labor in pregnant women. So let's get into the nitty-gritty on some specific ways it can help and how you should use it specifically for that specific ailment. So first of all, arthritis treatment. So castor oil's anti-inflammatory properties make it an excellent massage oil for arthritic joints, muscles, and inflammation of your nerves. The fatty acid that castor oil contains possesses the ability to boost anti-inflammatory properties within the body and is considered a safe remedy for arthritis pain. So here are the various different ways you can use castor oil to treat arthritis pain, specifically this. So first of all, you may want to take a note or just save this episode to reference back to, because I'm going to give you some specific treatments here. So first of all, you're going to take a piece of unbleached cotton flannel fabric and fold it to create just 3 to 4 layers here. You want to soak it in the castor oil and place it over the affected joints. Wrap the cloth in saran wrap and put a heating pad or hot water bottle over the area. You're going to leave that on there for about 45 minutes at least. You can do this once a day to help reduce pain and inflammation in your joints. I have also done this same method to help relieve stomach cramps, as I previously mentioned, and I placed it over the area of my stomach that was needing it, and it was great. The saran wrap will help prevent the heating pad from getting oily, and these oils do stain. So just be cautious where it drips and if it drips anywhere to clean it up immediately. And you can see results, I would say, like instantly if you're looking for results as far as cramping goes. So that's a big plus. Also, you can reuse these pads that you made. You can just put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the refrigerator until you're ready to use them again. All right, let's talk stretch marks. So stretch marks are often caused by pregnancy and rapid weight gain, but they can also be a result of just aging, hormonal imbalance, sudden weight loss, and swelling. Castor oil is known as one of the best treatments for a variety of skin conditions. Its rich contents and various fatty acids make it an excellent moisturizer and effective treatment for getting rid of those embarrassing stretch marks. All you have to do is massage enough castor oil over the stretch marks. Please just be aware to avoid applying the oil to any broken skin. Next, you're just going to use a thin cotton cloth to cover the area and leave it on for about 15 to 20 minutes. And if you cover the area with a heating pad or hot water bottle, you will even speed up the results much more quicker. So tip there, heat always speeds up the process. Like with anything though, you'll need to repeat this process on a regular basis to see a significant reduction in the appearance of your stretch marks. One application won't do the trick. Consistency is key here. Now let's talk acne. The most common skin condition amongst humans is acne, which can be a result of impurities accumulating in your pores, causing the skin to become irritated and inflamed. Many of the acne remedies on the market today contain benzoyl peroxide and different types of acids, which tend to dry out the skin. Castor oil is a natural source that will draw out impurities and dirt, dead skin cells, excess oil, etc., and it can even bring out bacteria without drying out your skin. So take note, write this down of what you're going to do and how to use it for acne. So it's best to do this after you take a hot shower and your pores are still open, or after you just wash your face well with a warm towel at night. You're going to take a wet, warm cloth and apply a small dime-sized amount of castor oil to the cloth, and then just gently rub the affected area with the washcloth and leave it on your skin overnight. Do not wash it off. In the morning, wash your face with cool water. Now, the reason I say cool water or cold water is because the cold water will actually shrink your pores. And so I think that's just a tip in general, even if you're not using a castor oil. When you wash your face, you do want to wash your face with cool water. Like I will say at night, I do hot water when I'm applying like my skincare. But then in the morning, you want to do cool water and it'll actually shrink your pores and make your pores less open and less visible. So there's a tip there. Now, this is according to experts. For the best results for acne, you want to repeat these steps on a daily basis for 10 to 14 days to see results and a decrease. As maintenance, you can do this a couple times a week just to prevent future breakouts. And as we age, fine lines and wrinkles become more on our radar. So castor oil is great for reducing fine lines and wrinkles because it penetrates deep into the skin, which stimulates the production of elastin and collagen. These two components in the skin are responsible for its elasticity and firmness. Castor oil's properties allow the skin to quickly absorb it, keeping your face hydrated and plump, which is also important in reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Now, to ensure you get the most out of the castor oil treatment, you're going to follow these steps. First, wash your face as usual, then pat dry with a towel. Then pour a small amount of castor oil into the palm of your hand and rub your hands together to warm up the oil. Remember, heat is key. Then gently massage the oil into your face. Of course, for maximum benefits, apply the oil to your face regularly in the morning and at night before bed. Nobody likes to talk about poop, constipation, or even diarrhea, but it's pretty common over on my Instagram and on this podcast. So I'm not really shy to talk about these things because we all do it and we all have experienced it or maybe going through it right now. And if you feel you have poor gut health and your immunity is suppressed, there's actually a huge link. Poor gut health has not only been linked to poor immunity, but also depression, anxiety, brain fog, low energy, skin issues, including acne, and studies are now coming out that our gut microbiome is linked to obesity and type 2 diabetes. I feel like I talk about gut health way too much, but at the same time, not enough. And I definitely feel like I don't talk about Seed enough. And Seed is a partner of mine that I started taking their probiotics, maybe over 2 years ago now. It's their DS-01 Symbiotic Capsule, which is a pre and probiotic all in one. And there's no refrigeration needed, so you can take it on the go, you can travel with it, and you don't have to think about where you need to store it. I mean, if you really think about it, if you are taking a refrigerated probiotic capsule, how is that going to survive your 98.6 body temperature once it gets down in there, right? So you have to really look and see how are these probiotics going to survive. So you definitely want a soil-based probiotic, and that is exactly what Seed is. So I highly recommend you giving them a shot. If you're one of the millions that have been on the fence about Seed and have been curious, now is the time because my listeners get 25% off their first month, and you can cancel anytime, even right after if you want to. Just go to seed.com/digest and use code 25digest to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DS-01 Daily Symbiotic at seed.com/digest and use code 25digest. All right, constipation. That's always a hot topic on this show. And sadly, that's because so many suffer from it. Castor oil has actually been a popular way to relieve constipation. The various components in the natural constipation remedy that I'm about to share act as a powerful laxative, stimulating both the small and large intestines and purging the colon walls, allowing impacted fecal matter to move through the colon. The fatty acids in the castor oil will also work to help prevent liquid from being absorbed by the intestinal tract, helping the bowels to retain its moisture, which allows it to pass through the colon easier. That's just a win-win here. All right, so here is the castor oil remedy for constipation. I do want to note, be sure to use food-grade castor oil if you are going to ingest it. So what you will need is about 30 to 60 grams of food-grade castor oil. You're going to have a cup of lukewarm milk, or if you don't like milk or you can't have dairy, a milk alternative is fine, or you can just use warm water as well. And then an option is going to be a pinch of ginger powder. Again, that's optional. And then obviously a glass to drink it with. So you're just going to add between 30 to 60 grams of castor oil to a glass of lukewarm milk. Again, you can substitute a glass of lukewarm water if you don't like milk or have milk. If you want to add a pinch of ginger powder, you can. Otherwise, just drink the glass. That's it. It's a super easy remedy. In about an hour from drinking this, you will begin to feel the effects of the castor oil. So be sure you are in a place with access to a restroom, preferably your home, at least for the first time you do this, so you can gauge on how it will affect you personally. Now, I did mention how castor oil can help improve your immunity and your immune function. Now, this is with regular use. So if you are using castor oil regularly, it is believed to improve various immune system functions, including lymphatic drainage, different glands in your body, and of course, blood flow. The lymphocytes, which is a type of white blood cell found in the body's immune system, attack perceived threats to the body and outside invaders like bacteria and toxins. The use of castor oil helps the body produce the proper levels of lymphocytes, which are stored and released into the lymphatic system and into the tissues from the lymph nodes. Just apply castor oil packs to your abdominal area to increase the body's absorption of the oil. Super simple, and you don't even need to ingest it. Now, ringworm, I know a lot of people may not have experienced this, but it is actually a pretty common skin condition, and ringworm is caused by a fungus and grows into a ring shape red rash. Studies do show that nearly 20% of the population has suffered from ringworm at least once in their life. And while it can be a very painful thing to deal with, castor oil is an excellent treatment for ringworm. The specific acid found in the castor oil acts as an antifungal agent that kills the infection. Now, it can also help kill off toenail fungus. Again, the specific acid found in castor oil is an active ingredient that is great for relieving fungus in the body. To treat toenail fungus specifically, soak your feet in warm water and Epsom salt for about 5 minutes or so. Then you're going to remove your feet from the soak and generously apply the castor oil to the affected toenail. All right, now just when you thought the benefits were coming to an end, castor oil is also great for relieving headaches and migraines. I feel like we all have had a bad migraine in our lifetime, and if we haven't, we probably know someone that suffers with them chronically. So to help relieve symptoms of migraines and headaches, just rub a teaspoon of the oil into your forehead for about a minute. You should start feeling the effects within 2 to 3 minutes. That's worth a shot. Give it a try. You really have nothing to lose except your migraine. Now, I did mention that it can also help reduce menstrual cramps. I have experienced a few intense menstrual cramps in my life. It's not every month though, which is really weird. But one month, I remember the cramps were so bad. I was literally in bed for like 2 days. My mother said when she was younger, she had to take like 3 to 4 days off of school every single month. Hers were just so bad. So if you're one to get cramps, try castor oil. This specific acid in castor oil works as an anti-inflammatory and can even help relieve the pain. Castor oil packs are really great for this specific reason in just relieving menstrual cramps. You can refer to the remedy I previously mentioned at the beginning of this episode on how to apply it to your abdomen. So all of these benefits, but are there any side effects of castor oil? Yes, there are. So I want to briefly go over them. So though this oil has been deemed safe to use in limited amounts, you may still experience some mild to moderate symptoms if you take too much of it or consume it for an extended period. Before applying a significant amount of castor oil to your skin or ingesting it, determine if you are allergic to it by conducting a patch test. You're going to place a small amount of castor oil on your forearm and let it sit for 24 hours. If you have any reaction, even if it's slight redness or itching, avoid using castor oil for any reason. When taking castor oil orally, it is important to exercise caution. If you take too much, it could result in an overdose or poisoning, which could lead to more serious health complications. Just like with anything, you guys, too much of a good thing is not a good thing. So I want to make sure everyone is aware that if a little is good, more is not always better. Some side effects when using castor oil orally, say that 10 times fast. Some side effects when using castor oil orally are dizziness, abdominal cramps, diarrhea, nausea, electrolyte disturbance, and low blood pressure. Now, when you use it topically, these are some side effects you may experience or just things to look out for: itchiness, skin inflammation, rash, or a stinging sensation. Swelling of the face and throat and or difficulty breathing may occur if you are, of course, allergic. So first things first, I would definitely do a skin patch test. You can look up the castor oil plant and see if you are allergic to any of its sister plants and so forth, just to take caution. So how much castor oil is actually safe? Well, every person, of course, is different. Our particular medical condition, your age, your weight, all that will determine the right amount of castor oil to take. So it's best to talk to your healthcare professional before taking any castor oil, as they can help provide you with the right dosage. I really hope you enjoyed this bite of knowledge and have been enjoying all the past episodes as well. I would love to know if you found this particular podcast and episode helpful on castor oil, or if you have a different favorite episode from our archives you previously listened to. Please do let me know by giving this show a 5-star rating and share your favorite episode in the review. Not only does this help the show just grow and support it, but it's also a way for me to know what you are enjoying and what you want to hear more of. So it just takes 30 seconds and it's greatly appreciated. Thanks, guys. Love y'all. Thanks for listening to this episode of Digest This. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review in your podcast app to let us know. If you're ever wondering how you can support me and this podcast, sharing it with your friends and family is the best way. This is a Wellness Loud production produced by Drake Peterson and edited by Mike Fry. To check out more shows by my team, go to wellnessloud.com, and to email the show, message us at digestthispod@gmail.com. See you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team first.